Hiya! Welcome! So remember sometime last year, I broke my spend record on a single standard size pop when I bought CM Punk from eBay. I made a best offer on him and got him for £140. You know what it is. It's CM Punk, of course. Oh yeah. I said at the time, that is way too much money to spend on a Funko Pop. I've broken that record today, and once again, rather than just having broken it by a few pound, I've kind of smashed it. We'll get into the price in a bit when I've opened it. This is an eBay auction win. As Grails go, I'm not one for bandying the G word around like certain other people are. Shout out to my peeps in Kent. But, this really does complete a collection, and I will explain why once I get it open. This hasn't taken long to come, couple of days. It's gone via special delivery. Postage was £4, but that's by the by really when you're spending this kind of money on a dolly. Okay, right, I'm excited. I hope you're suitably excited too. Let's get cracking into this. And for that, be it a £5 pop or a £5,000 pop, seriously, does such a thing exist? I need my trusty yellow knife. If you want to, I'll change the situation. Right people, right time, just the wrong location. I got a good idea. Just you keep me near, I'll be so good for, I could be so good for you. Love you like you want me to, I'll do anything for you. I'll be so good for you. Alright, and now, let us have a record-breaking whistle. Woo! Gotta be really careful. You're wanting to know the price. Oh, way too much, way too much. But this really is the end of the line. Well, until the new wave comes out, but packaged very well. I've been in touch with this eBay seller a lot. He knows I'm a collector. He's assured me that this is in mint condition and then it's coming to me as well packaged as possible, and it has indeed. Wow. You'll know what it is. Well, some of you will. Okay, before I show you the price. I paid £210.50. That's what I won the auction for. I told you I'd smashed the previous record. Now then, I'm paying it off over 2 years via PayPal credit, so it's not like I've lashed out over £200 on a collectible just in one. I'm paying this off and it works out just over £10 a month or something like that, with a little bit of interest, but nothing sort of massive. Right, here is the Grail, the most expensive pop in my collection, and the last remaining WWE pop I needed for a full set. It's number 12. It's AJ Lee, of course it is. Wow. So this is without a doubt the most expensive WWE Funko Pop that there's been, and I think this has been the most expensive one. Maybe with an arguable exception of one of the exclusive Rey Mysterios. Maybe they go for sort of even bigger money. But I've got what used to be the common Rey Mysterio, and that wasn't exactly cheap. So I don't tend to look for any of the other ones, as I'm a one character per series guy. But AJ Lee, former WWE diva, although we don't call them divas anymore, but we did back when she was still in WWE, and as you can see in the graphic in the corner there, she was a former Divas champion, also the wife of another expensive Funko Pop, CM Punk. I think she left WWE about 2015, was it? Something like that. About a year or so after Punk left. It's not coming a pop protector, that's fine, I've got my own. Except, and this is going to be sacrilege to people knowing how much I've spent on this, I'm taking her out of box simply because even though a pop this price, really it should be going straight in a hard stack or a soft protector at the very least. She would be the only wrestler, the only wrestling Funko Pop I've got, not out of box and in a cabinet, so I've got to get her out. Before I do that, and I apologise to anyone I might be triggering with that, knowing how valuable this is, and I'm going to look after the box, obviously. I'm going to keep it somewhere safe, not for any resale purposes, because I'm never going to sell my pops, but just because I think it's nice to have the boxes, and that means you've always got the option to put back in box at a later date, which I have done with certain pops, which used to be out of box and now are back in. But anyway, AJ Lee is part of this line here. Have I got any of these? I've got a Daniel Bryan, I think it's probably that one, number 7. I've got a later variant of The Undertaker. I've got a later variant, the Chase Skull King of Triple H. I do have that Macho Man Randy Savage. Number 11, Hulk Hogan. I've got the NWO Hollywood Hogan that I think was a WWE 2K15 exclusive or something like that. And there is AJ Lee, number 12. So like I say, if you don't like the idea of a man opening a £210 and 50p Funko Pop, then look away now. Even I'm nervous. Normally I just get the boxes open. I do it fairly carefully, but I never sort of worry about it. Oh, just before I carry on, I do like this WWE exclusive sticker that's on here. I've not got any boxes with that on. That'll mean this was only available originally at the WWE shop online, I think. But correct me if I'm wrong. Come on out. She don't want to come out. Knowing how much you're worth, AJ, I can't say I blame you, really. He's very wedged in this plastic here. I don't think she's ever been out of a box before. There she is. So the box is all closed up now. She's out, she's staying out. That's the decision. If I'd left her in box, put her in a protector or a hard stack, it would trigger some OCD for me. But she'll be fine in my cabinet along with all the others, including CM Punk, Rey Mysterio, Hollywood Hogan, all my sort of higher value pops that I've got in the wrestling arena. They're all out of box anyway. And here she is, AJ Lee. Now, I'm not going to pretend that she's the most interesting pop ever. It's nice to get another female wrestler, and it's certainly nice to get a complete collection of WWE. I've now got every single WWE wrestler released as a Funko Pop in some variation. I've not got multiples of characters, because as I always say, I just stick to one each. But all the wrestlers, all the WWE superstars that have come out in Funko Pop form, I've got them in some way, shape or form. So AJ Lee truly is the last in the line until I'm waiting for Mr. T, and no doubt this year there'll be some more new releases. I've heard rumours of a Drew McIntyre Funko Pop, among others, and I think an Edge one as well. So if the rumour mill is correct, there should be some interesting WWE Pops coming out in the forthcoming months. But AJ Lee has long brown hair. She's sort of that era of Funko where they were starting to add more detail, but they hadn't really quite got there yet. But we can see some detail on the eyes here, simply because she's got, I would say that is sort of a light purple eyeshadow there. And then she's got a black crop top, and then she's got dual coloured shorts, sort of a dark pink or light purple and black, with a black studded belt. She's got armbands, black one on the right arm, pink one on the left, and then she's got some snazzy boots and some black and white, or maybe black and grey, stripy knee pads. Excellent stuff. She's never going to be my favourite pop. She bloody well ought to be at this price. Yeah, so there we are. Is she worth it? No, she isn't. None of these, nothing that I've bought is worth this sort of money, but it'd always be a case of she's missing until I finally pulled the trigger. And she's listed quite a few times on eBay. A lot of buy it nows, usually around the kind of 300 to 350, even more mark. So I think I've got her certainly under current PPG value. I don't know about TPD. Maybe someone in the comments will be able to let me know about that. But I think as far as current valuations go, I have got her a little under what she's valued at, which is good news. But even so, generally speaking, don't spend that sort of money on a little dolly, please. Unless you're like me and you just have to have a full set for reasons. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this extra special, definite Grail, record-breaking AJ Lee Funko Pop unboxing. Wow, I'm still shocked at myself that I even pulled the trigger on this, but I have been known to be impulsive in the past, so hopefully that'll be it for sort of really high level purchases. Although I can think of a certain 60s group of Funko Pops that I would really love, and if I saw those and I was able to pay for them sort of over time, I would be finding that hard to resist. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you, as always, to my wonderful subscribers and patrons. It's my patrons who really make things like this possible. They contribute a little bit every month for the upkeep of my channel, and it means that things like this, just be able to make these purchases, and also just sort of keep my channel running with the basic things that you need for a YouTube channel, like lighting, a broadband connection, etc, etc. My patrons are the most generous and lovely people I know, and they ensure that I'm able to keep doing these Funko videos. It's as simple as that, and I do try and give back with Patreon exclusive giveaways whenever I can. Of course, all my Funko affiliate links, my Patreon link, my Facebook group link, and no doubt lots of other interesting stuff, that's all down in the description below. I'm gonna go now and put AJ Lee probably next to her husband CM Punk in one of my wrestling cabinets there. You may be the death of me, or certainly of my bank account, but I'm paying her off over 2 years. And I do hope that all of you will join me and AJ Lee and all my WWE Funko Pops, a complete collection, next time for my next Funko Pop unboxing. Cheers everyone. See ya!